Hello everybody, this is Tansuke. Normally I stream on Wednesday nights, but given the fact that the new update went live a whole day early, I thought I'd record my first impressions. And as you can see, apparently Rogues of Runeterra's already out a day early. And I think that means Soraka's out, so yep. Let's go ahead and take a look at her constellation and get some ideas and theory crafting. So, before we look at the deck, at the constellation, let's look at the starting deck. Gift Giver for gems. We're going to be expecting to see a lot of healing here. Yes, Star Shepherd healing. Yeah, that makes sense. Hush for control. Mountain Goat for more gems. Soraka herself. Spring Gifts for big healings. Good. Astral Projection. Very cool. That's good. That's going to be good to give a lot of health and healing. Stargazer. More healing power. Gives some allies elusive. Will be nice to help get around things. Infused Firebrand. This one kind of sticks out a little, but I think that's supposed to be your late game scaling item or unit. Let's look at what you get off your levels. Studded Leather for Mountain Goat, that's good. Star Shepherd will become overwhelmed, makes sense since you're going to heal everything probably. Spring Guardian has Ancient Coins, so you get a 2-cost version instead. That's nice. A lot of her deck's really cheap here. Gift Giver having Giant's Belt. Makes sense. Astral Projection giving Hextech Fabricator. Free items will be nice as well. Stargazer gets your mana back every time you hit. That's going to be very nice. Really helps justify its cost of 4. Fused Firebrand gets 2 Dragon Boons. Okay. I'm kind of expecting this to get something else too. It sticks out. Hush has Hero's Horn. Very cool. That'll be nice to help draw your Soraka or your support champion if you want him. Gift Giver is the support. That's cool. Mountain Goat has Warmother's Blessing, so... Okay, so this will be a really good starting card. And, okay, yeah. Honestly, my first thought is this Fused Firebrand really sticks out, so let's see how that Constellation fixes it. Instead of going through these nodes... First, let's go through the summary page. Let's see how they're making healing into a late game victory condition. Alright, the 1 and 3 star. When you heal a damaged ally, grant it +1/+1. If you're at 3 stars, it's +1/+1 for each point of healing up to max +3/+3. Okay, so Soraka can give units +3/+3 when she supports them. That's nice. 2 stars, this is the mana flow as well, so you'll get that second mana gem. That'll be nice. Do this sorts. Create an Astral Diffusion. Deal 2 to an enemy and stun, or 2 to an ally and stun an enemy. Okay, so this is a way to make it so that your own units take damage, so that you can heal them. Okay. And we'll reduce its cost by 2 if you already have one. So if you already have one, it becomes free, and it's burst speed. So that's nice. Duelist. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was really sure that this was gonna be like Battle Scars. +1/+1 when you take damage, but I see what they're going for here. Giving a unit challenger helps you kind of pick who they get hit by, so that can be valuable. Mana flow, get another mana gem. Same 5 stars, everybody but Kaisa. Flourish 3. Okay, so it's an upgrade of the 1 and 3 star. Let's see what we get here. When you heal a damaged ally, grant it +1/+1 for each point of healing. Note that there's no longer a cap when it gets to that 6 star. Instead of +3/+3, you heal for 6, you get +6/+6. That'll be nice. After every 6 points of healing, create a 0-cost fleeting falling comet in hand. Okay. Here's your win con. You shift it from big units off healing to hard control. Now, slow speed scares me a little. Let's see if the bonus stars help with that. Okay, health regen and Nexus Health. I'm so shocked Soraka would have healing. Support champions have the Berserker's Buckle. That's nice. This will really let you scale up your support champion and let them be very viable. Gem and Falling Comet have burst speed. There it is. See, this is why I was kind of withholding my statement on the 6 star. Yeah, no, that's a lot stronger now. So you get a 0-cost burst speed, obliterate a unit or landmark. I think Soraka, and I say this with all the hatred intended, will destroy the Howling Abyss, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy to see that. because having a 0 cost, burst speed, obliteration is gonna be nice to have that one done. And so I think Soraka's gonna be really fun into that. Followers and adventures have hardy rations. That's nice. That means any followers you get are suddenly gonna become massive engines after 2 turns. You know, you get hit once, you're a 5, you know, a 3/3 unit. You manage to get hit, you're down to 1. You heal up to 3, now you get +2/+2. All of a sudden, you're suddenly a 5/5. You become a lot more viable. And yes, in Nightmares, this gets scarier, but also at the same time in Nightmares, this is going to scale faster. If you find a unit like a 4 or 5 cost that can survive just a single hit, it'll become a monster, especially with that 6-star. Astral Infusion has Ardent Sensor. +3/+3 to that is very nice. Because you're going to get this every turn, so this will be another way to help you get some big units really quick. And then we got our standard for Celestials. Support cards have an extra item, cool. Epic items and powers. Okay, Soraka gives regeneration to Targon champions. What a shock. Oh my gosh. And Celestial Insight, 100% XP for Targon champions, same as everybody else. Alright, so let's look at the structure. This is probably the 1, 2, and 3 star. Yes, they are. We'll go ahead and purchase her, since we'll be playing with her tomorrow. I've got a lot of wild shards available, so having those banked up means I'll be able to get her 1 star very easily, her 2 star. So, you know, not much changes once you have these. I won't go any further because I might want to test the 2 star version. But let's look. Let's see. Her 4 stars that way. Nice. Out of the way. Not restrictive. Good. You love to see that. The Gem and Falling Comet having stopwatch is here, so that's nice. Okay. It's right after the 3 star. Astral Diffusion has Ardent Sensor. That's going to be nice too. Okay, here's the 6 star. Okay. This is nice. This to me screams like these 2 and these 2 are going to be the gemstone nodes. Maybe this one. No, okay, this is the Hardy Rations. This is that Health and Regen. This is the 5th star. Okay, there's 2 of the... Oh, no, it's just 1. Okay, Targonian Champions XP here. And then the other 3 gemstone nodes are over here. Okay. It's a little sad to see Regen that deep into it, but we can work around that. This is probably the most accessible Targon XP, I think, though. It's only tied behind a 5 star. And you'll definitely want to get this Berserker Buckle. Let's compare her constellation real quick to the other Targonians. Because, for example, for Morgana, her XP node is all the way at the end. And her starting health is, you know, deeper into. So you basically have to pay 1,000 gemstones just to get Morgana's. Sure, she's for 2 regions, but, you know, 1,000 is still expensive. Let's look at Kale and Leona, because they are the pure Targonians. Kale's is also at the end of a very expensive 1,000 to get the XP. And you need to have her 6 star in order to access it. So it's definitely more accessible than that. And let's take a look at Kale. Kale's okay. So Kale needs to get 3 deep to get to it. And granted, I've been working down this tree, so it suddenly looks a lot more accessible. Yeah. I would say, yeah, this is Soraka's the most accessible unit available to get this extra XP for Targonians. There's also technically Yuumi. But Yuumi also kind of has that same problem, where you have to get at least 3 nodes. You kind of pick which way you want to go, but you have to go deep to get the Targonian benefit. So, yeah, I'd say Soraka's definitely going to be very cool. I'm going to be playing her tomorrow, February 11th, from around 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll get that going. I'm going to give you a sneak peek here. Wow. But, yes, happy time to everybody. I hope that everybody has fun with the return of the Rogues of Runeterra. Hopefully there's a couple of nodes in here that are going to give us some sweet Soraka rewards. If I didn't look at the expensive ones, that would help. Okay, let's see an example. They were looking for set. This is the first time I think the returning event has this? No, it doesn't. We've had other times where there's a specific beat it with this person. Just a silver vault. Okay, we'll see. But, yeah. Alright, and then the final one's the Targonian. I will be able to see it again. Let's see. Akshan. Oh, come on. Akshan. So, yeah, man. There might be Soraka shards. There might just be hidden behind these. Hopefully they are. But alright. That's all for now. I'll catch you guys later. And this has been my first reaction to Soraka. Talk to y'all later.